At nothing but windshield and grass.
That's bad news.
Thank you. See?
The hope is a slot car.
Okay. All right. So you guys, hey, tune in because it's going to be hot. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to give you some follow-up on it. But to announce the winner of yesterday's race, the Cobalt Tools 500 at Phoenix International Speedway was run by Carl Edwards. He's not part of the leadership in the rankings for the chase, so he's out of it. But congratulations to Carl because he won the race. Now, it's time to get about that fight. Anybody into boxing? Mario, boxing?
I'm into boxing. Why not? A sport where the goal is to give the other guy concussion.
Well, if you look at that picture, watch this.
Pacquiao beats up the bigger guy.
There you go. So here's the thing.
Swollen eyes.
Now, before you do anything, Liz is ladies first always. You watch boxing, and if you don't, tell me the reason. Number one reason why you don't watch it.
I don't. It's too violent.
Okay.
See, Santa Cruz
Disturbs me.
It disturbs you?
A little bit.
Wow. What about MMA fighting? You know.
MMA?
Yeah.
Same idea.
Wow. Okay. So if there was a physical sport that you said does not disturb you, what sport would that be? Parcheesi?
I don't know. I like surfing.
Wait a minute. So
there you go.
that's
Santa Cruz in the house surfing.
I can't help it.
It is a sport.
It is.
It is a sport.
It really is.
It is.
So what about shark chasing?
I don't like sharks.
What about the sharks that chase the surfers?
That's not good.
That would be a negative.
Even worse.
Okay. All right, Mario.
How about hiking? That's a wonderful sport. Wonderful outfits.
Great.
It's great. Yeah, that works.
Rock climb. You climb any rocks?
I don't, but I'm not opposed.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You're right. Because I know I'm not climbing no damn rock.
I know you're not, Mario. Okay, check it out. This fight this weekend was hyped up, and here's the part that you got to give Pacquiao because everybody knows he won the fight. The idea that he was outweighed by almost 20 pounds and 4 inches from a puncher, and basically already, I think, broke his eye socket, Margarito's eye socket, to the point where you see this picture. What do you think of when you look at Margarito, Mario?
I think he's named after a little cocktail drink.
What is it called?
Margarita. He's a little margarita. Isn't that like a little margarita? It's like a little drink, like a happy hour version of a margarita.
We don't want to taint you.
A margarito. So first of all, he has a bitch ass name. So no wonder he's gonna lose. The other name sounds like fighter. Pacquiao. Like Pacquiao.
So, okay. All right. So
that sounds like he's got a big penis or something. Pacquiao.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
What do you think?
I'm going to leave
that
one
sound
alone.
like one of them big penis names? Pacquiao. You don't like Lil Smokey.
I'm almost done.
Which would you rather get
I'm
with?
almost done.
Which would you rather get with? Pacquiao or Margarito? I'm telling you. See, there is something in a name. There is.
Well, hey, here's the question then, Mario. Since you all in the game, is this Margarito's last hurrah, or is he going to come back and continue fighting because he got such a beat down? He went to the hospital.
You always get at least one more round of margaritas, right? And as long as they bring you some more of those chips, those salty chips, you go around one more time. So I think he gets one more go round. And this time you're going to get them blended. A blended margarito.
See, I'm actually campaigning for a female.
Wow for Pacquiao.
You can see why. I will be looking heavily.
Even everybody, think about that Margarito. What would you expect? Envision someone named Margarito. Close your eyes. I'm going to introduce you to Margarito. What are you envisioning?
Margarito on the rocks.
Good one.
That's right.
That's good.
Versus Pacquiao.
I got you. But okay, all right. Well, hey, bottom line is that everybody's waiting for the Mayweather fight.
You're gonna get into sports. Get a real sports-like name.
Like what?
You know, like Macho Mayweather or something.
Buster.
Or Buster Giant Finger. Something like that.
You know what? I'm gonna help Liz out because she's going. This is kind of way over my.
That's why she loves these sports. She can't wait for the hot picks.
It's kind of way over my
but
head.
It's hard. She's finding it half the picks.
It's a bit over my head.
Thank you. It is.
It's a bit over my head.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It kind of reminds you.
If not, you're a real sickie. You need an intervention.
Sick in the head.
Yeah. Next time, Liz, what happens? What we'll do is we'll dress up the room like it's a bar. And then we'll play the patrons and everything, and then that way you can conduct how you would treat us under normal circumstances.
Ah, yes.
You like that part, don't you?
Yes.
Free shots.
There you go.
I got my gear. I'm ready.
Not like those evil bartenders.
No. Okay, now instead of going to the section here where we got Do You Believe, because our special guest is in the house and we were covering so much sports, there are some announcements that I want to make because some of you guys follow some details. And in other news, unfortunately, you know Dave Meggett from formerly, he was with LT in the Giant Super Bowl years, Mario. Do you remember Dave Meggett?
Yes, running back.
Yeah, okay.
Even though his name always made me want to say Maggot. But he was a wonderful running back. How's he doing? Hope it's something not bad.
You know what? I'm going to just got to leave
After
you alone.
I said that. Hope he didn't like it.
Well, no, it's not good. Unfortunately, Dave Meggett has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for criminal sexual conduct. So basically, he...
Like what?
30 years he had to...
What kind of criminal...
Well, they didn't get in a lot of details.
Okay, we don't need no detail. So 30 years means it wasn't that lightweight stuff.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
just you in the brown bag.
But you could... You could have sexual misconduct and you can have criminal. And
that's what I'm about to say. That's more than just
bad.
a handy wipe kind of thing.
Well, the message here is that his teammate, there's somebody there that has to be shaking in his boots because Lawrence Taylor is headed to trial shortly dealing with his situation. So I know he has to be thinking, if my former teammate got 30 years, imagine what's waiting for me. So here's the part that's the message. Everybody's, because LT is a name. Dave Meggett, I mean, you had to go and read to remember, but I remember his name. But Lawrence Taylor's up next. Man, I don't think he's going to get 30 years, but he's going to get something. All right. Another story is, this is disturbing because you remember Jim McMahon.
Yes.
He is suffering from memory loss. And I mean, more serious than you think.
Oh, no.
It's disturbing news. His declining memory comes from Lori Navon, the girlfriend of the Super Bowl champion. She had told ESPN.com that he'll ask you a question and 20 minutes later he will ask you the same question. Initially, she thought it was a joke, but it was really serious, and he's only 51 years old. So he has immediate memory loss.
Whether it's from something traumatic or something like an early Alzheimer's or something?
They didn't give any other details.
Or
I'm
drugs.
not sure. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. And on a lighter note, following
Thank God.
Yeah, I know.
Ready to shit.
Well, it's validating some of it's validating some of the stuff that you talked about. I'm sorry. I am not laughing at this. That's Mario. That's Mario. Okay. I'm just saying this. Here's on a lighter note. You know what? We're trying to help folks.
Damn.
We're trying to help folks.
Don't watch sports. It's a real bummer. It sucks.
All right. On following that up, there's another story that follows this up that's with a current player. In light of this memory situation with Jim McMahon, Chris Johnson of the Titans was in the locker room yesterday, and it speaks to how quickly the players come and go in the NFL, and they were talking about that. He was asked if he was glad that Randy Moss had moved into the locker next to his, and Johnson volunteered that I really can't remember who was over there before him. And it was a serious question, not a joking question. So I think the message we're following out is that the concussions, the hard hits in the game, everything is kind of taking its toll when it's being monitored, and it's always been happening. We just don't get a lot of reports on it. So I just want to follow that up, Mario, because you made a good point about it.
That's like remembering who gave you shit.
Okay.
You can remember, like, you have stuff right around, and your girl goes, I gave you that.
That's not what we were talking about. We was trying to keep it over.
You can't keep that kind of stuff. How can you remember stuff like that? Who gave you? I gave you that shirt. Okay.
Thank you.
Gave me the shirt. I'll take your word for it.
Thank you. I thought you was taking it somewhere else.
Time for new news.
It's time
sports.
to get out of here.
It's all about sweating and guys and girls running around a track for whatever reason, getting muscles and pulling things and getting kind of stinky in between the toes.